So today, Bungie released a new Destiny 2 ViDoc. Apparently, it's called Light in the Darkness. I have not seen this yet. I'm really excited to watch it. And looking forward to watching it all day. And I'm really excited for Witch Queen. So let's see what this is all about.
I know what you're wondering. What is true and what is false?
What the heck is that?
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery. Our biggest foe, Savathun, has our grandest tool, the light.
It's paying off narrative threads that we planted way back in Destiny 1.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop this?
The stakes in the universe are rising, and it's the greatest
salad.
challenge that we've ever faced.
We're shedding that dogma of light equals good, darkness equals bad. We're really entering the mists and trying to discern what's in front of us and what's lurking just underneath the surface.
What is your truth?
What the heck?
There are a lot of bombshells in the Witch Queen narrative,
Are those new sparrows?
and that's just scratching the surface of what we're going to get into this year.
Light in the darkness. Okay.
Witch Queen and Season of the Risen is chapter
Season
1
of the
and the
Risen.
end for the Light and Darkness saga.
We're really getting to the core of what it means to be
this
a
looks
guardian.
so good
We are
already.
Looking at and asking
I want it
big
now.
questions about the light and darkness.
We have a big bad that we've been anticipating for a really long time coming back in the form of Savathun.
Savathun's had a hand in most of the major conflicts that we've been involved
Yeah.
with.
We've heard about Savathun for years and just bits and pieces, and then like you see it slowly building over seasons until we come to this huge critical point.
Savathun's no longer just someone you hear about.
Yep.
She's not just interfering in little ways. She's now ready to take center stage.
Slate. 1, 2, 3. Savathun, she's larger than life. We wanted to make her feel imposing and very regal and dancing through motion in some way.
The light offers us a fresh start.
She's very manipulative. She is very
That's so cool.
ethereal, but she also has
Oh
like
my
that
gosh.
creepiness to her as well.
Yes.
She
She's
promised
so
she'd help
creepy,
us
but
out
so cool.
with this pyramid ship problem that's coming our way. But the reality of the situation is Savathun is only
There's so
on
many people
Savathun's
there.
side. We've outlived our purpose, and it is to Savathun's benefit
There's
to
so many
wipe
people
us off
there.
that chessboard.
She's lived among us. She has played us for fools. She knows us inside and out. And she's been a step ahead of us, like, the whole way. So how do you
Yes.
beat someone like that?
It isn't too late. You can still be forgiven. Be careful.
I'll hold you to it.
That was so creepy.
Savathun, you need to
Not
understand
gonna lie.
Savathun.
Oh.
Her throne world is a manifestation of Savathun's own personality, which is in Witch Queen going through a transformation through the light.
Okay. Okay.
She has these areas that she's kind of trying to shun and push away. For the old
That's
hive areas,
so
it's much more
creepy
atmospheric.
looking, but I
It's
love
very
it.
dense. It's very claustrophobic. It's spooky.
Spoopy, spoopy,
Then when you
spoopy.
make your way into the Lucent Hive area, it's a lot more open and broad. It's definitely brighter. It's definitely more lively.
Webs.
We want people to look at it like an impressionist painting, something that's very pretty from far away, but as you get closer, it's not really what it seems. It's very unsettling.
What is that? Is that a sidearm?
You're looking at shapes, you're looking at these things within the world, and you're not entirely sure what they are, and you have to get close and you have to investigate.
What's really going to be
That
exciting
ghost
for
shell,
players
though.
is that they're going to get to play
What
that
is
part
that
of
ship
psychic detective,
thingy? Ooh.
trying to solve the many
Detective.
mysteries of
Yes,
the
please.
throne world.
That kind of reminds me of
Witch Queen campaign, I think, is probably the most
Pit.
ambitious campaign we've made in a very long time.
We're building the definitively Destiny campaign, so leaning into the journey you can find in exotic missions or the mechanics you might find in a dungeon.
You have to kind of think your way through. You have to figure out, like,
Puzzles,
hey, what do
right?
I need to do next in order to get to the end of this?
We've got Savathun, right? The
What?
Queen of Lies.
What is
So
that?
This campaign is full of
What is
surprises.
that?
Savathun has all these abilities, and you got to make sure that all of the abilities of the bosses would be something worthy of her. And as I kept thinking about this, I felt like I was really becoming
Wow.
Savathun.
That's so cool.
We've also
Classic.
added the legendary
Legendary.
difficulty, which is called Become Legend.
Yes.
It's not for the faint of heart.
I'm so
It's gonna
excited
be
to die a
loaded
lot.
with these moments that are going to be frustrating, almost like teeth gnashing. But when
I'm
you
so
get
excited
through
to
those
die
encounters, you're gonna
over
feel
and
like
over
really
and over
accomplished.
again.
Double rewards, yeah.
As people who have worked on raids and dungeons before, being able to broaden that experience for any kind of player who comes in is really important.
If
That
the Witch Queen
emote.
is the psychic detective,
That
fantasy
emote.
and journey,
I need it. I need it
then
now.
Season
I
of
need
the
it,
Risen
please,
is
Bungie,
that
please.
same detective throwing on their flak jacket and defending Earth from the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Hive and Savathun herself.
Okay, that was dope. Crow is just
When Savathun
dope.
shows up on our doorstep with the light, the first person to lend us help is Keitel.
Keitel!
You want us to hit them? I need us to hit them.
She's got this light suppressing technology that the Cabal were using in season of The Chosen, and now she's going to help us use that
Saladin's
against
there
the Lucent
still.
Hive.
That's so cool.
When you're working with
And
Keitel,
Eris.
she has a different approach. It's not about asking questions, it's about getting in there and extracting.
You don't really understand what happened when Savathun actually was able to take light. So the campaign and Season of the Risen in many ways is
What is
about
that?
story. Guardians need to stop
What's that?
Savathun's advance beyond the throne world. And Savathun poses an existential threat to everyone because she basically has an undead army.
That's so creepy and so cool, and I'm in love.
In
Can
fighting the
confirm.
Lucent Brood, this isn't our first time in the game fighting other light bearers, but it is the first time that we'll be facing other light bearers that have much more relentless motives.
Oh my
When
gosh!
you look
What?
at these
What?
Hive Guardians
What?
and when they do
What
their abilities,
was that?
you immediately make that connection. Like, oh, they are using my powers
I want that sidearm.
against me. As soon as we see the knight pop its super,
That's
and
gonna
it has
creep me
two
out, I'm
shields,
not gonna lie.
You immediately
Two
are like,
shields.
Oh, yeah, I see that connection, and then it's like,
And then you're dead.
then
You're
like,
dead.
It hits you with those things, and then you're dead, and it's just an amazing experience.
The Guardians themselves kind of feel like a fire team that you're fighting against. You got every class represented.
The Acolyte, when that character casts, does very similar thing as the player, like the Arc Wizard. The sparks go out, it's ready
That's
to go.
so
if you're not
cool.
smart about it, if you're not paying attention, you are
I'm ready
essentially
to die a
going
lot.
to have to play that
I'm
fight
so
over
excited.
Again.
If you're successful in taking down one of these Hive units that are wielding the light, you actually have to go up and kill their ghosts.
That's gonna be
That
so
was like
much
one of
fun.
my favorite things that we were able to do in this game is just that moment where you
just crush it.
the ghost.
Just
kind of this
crush it.
moral dilemma. A ghost is your companion, and now suddenly you have one in your hand and you're about to crush it.
The first time it happens, you're like looking at your hand like, I can't believe what I've just done. Am I doing this? Should I be doing this?
I have a
That's,
ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool, though. Oh my gosh.
Savathun and her Lucent Brood are the most dangerous enemies we've faced so far. And so we're going to need
That's
better,
so
more
creepy.
powerful weapons and tools
Yes.
to fight against that threat.
Yes.
We did a bunch of work
Yes.
early on looking at various different types of weapons we could add
like
to
her
the
hair.
sandbox.
We wanted to introduce a special weapon archetype that was effective more at a middle range, but also had these kind of additional roles associated with it.
I'm so excited for the glaive.
The glaive is a
Oh
projectile
my gosh.
weapon, and it is a shield.
So
and it's a
excited
melee
for
weapon.
this thing.
We wanted to keep that experience
love
in
melee
first
things, and
person.
I'm a
It
hunter
has an
main.
immediacy that you don't really get when you're using a sword because the camera is so much further back. Because
So
this is
cool.
also a projectile weapon with a slower moving
Oh,
projectile.
that-
the onus of
can I
skill
have it
on
now?
aiming
Can it
these
be the
weapons is
22nd
about
already?
reading and compensating for the speed of the projectile and anticipating that. If you're in a really difficult encounter and one of your teammates dies somewhere out in the open where you normally wouldn't be able to get to them, you can bring that shield up and actually get the revive and then fall back.
That's so cool.
Glaives originate with Savathun
Oh.
trying to steal an extremely powerful weapon for her own use, and players will use the weapon crafting recipes that they find throughout the campaign in order to reconstruct this incredibly powerful and incredibly ancient weapon.
When you put together your glaive in the campaign, you just get a taste that that's what you want to do for the rest of the weapons that you get.
Weapon crafting lets you target a specific role and go and
Shape.
build that, and you know how long it's going to take you to get there, and you get exactly the thing that you want.
I really want to see what people do with it and like the feedback that we're gonna
I'm
get
excited.
and people sharing
Enigma.
all of the things that they're doing with that new
There's
system.
so
You're
much.
creating your
I'm
guardian.
so excited to explore
and you
this.
want to be able to shape your guardian into
what you want them to be.
Yeah.
And this gives us a great opportunity to continue to do that.
This is a really big season for weapons in particular. We've got 8
that?
brand new exotics. The Osteostriga exotic submachine gun. This is something which Guardians have made, but it's modeled after weapons of sorrow, like Thorn and Dutch Bells. Fires swarms of tiny homing projectiles that land on a target and then explode in this poison burst. We have an exotic machine gun where the whole idea is be the Colossus. You can launch a barrage of up to 20 homing missiles.
It's a comical amount of projectiles on the screen.
We're doing an exotic glaive for each class this time, and the exotic probes tie deeply
glaive?
into the mechanics of the classes. I think they're going to be really cool additions to build crafting. We've got, you know, the usual suite of raid weapons, destination, activity, seasonal.
I want the armor.
I think it's about 50 new weapons.
50?
You're going to have 2 new exotic armor for each class, totaling 6, 1 stasis, 1 non-stasis. The Titan Stasis Exotic. Cast your barricade, and instead of, you know, this Traveler's Light and the Rally Barricade, you create a giant wall of ice. Even though this thing is massive, you still get all the benefits of a Rally Barricade. Warlock Void Exotic.
That's cool.
We called them the Devouring Rift legs because we wanted Empowering Rift to feel like it had a place in endgame content the way that Healing Rift does. Empowering Rift doesn't heal you. Well, what if it did?
Wait. Now
In
it
Season 16,
heals
you're
you?
gonna see a massive
wait,
revamp
what?
to the Void subclass system across all 3 classes. This is a huge update and will allow players to build craft in ways that they've never done before.
I'm so excited to do this.
One of the things we wanted to do is
gosh.
create a core set of verbs like we did with Stasis.
Anyone can run suppressors now. I think that's the pretty cool.
Oh, that sounds frightening.
We wanted you to feel like you were the energy vampire, feel like you were the Night Stalker, feel like you were that protector, that big Sentinel Titan. So you're going to see things like Bastion, a new Titan aspect, where you take your big old Sentinel shield, slam it into the ground, and create this void barricade that's going to apply overshield to you and your buddies.
That's
My
so.
favorite aspect
I'm playing
is
all
probably
3.
Child of
100%.
As this warlock controlling space and time, I'm able to rip a hole into another dimension and then pull out this little like sentient black hole. Whenever I target an enemy, my little black hole buddy is gonna fly over there and start draining their life force.
What?
The Void 3.0 update is really setting the stage for how we're
What?
thinking about updating the subclasses
Yeah,
for
I
the
have to
rest
play
of
all
the
3
year.
of it.
We're going to extend this
more than I
philosophy
normally
to
play all
Solar
3.
and Arc. Solar obviously is going to be about burning, but there's this other component to Solar, and that's healing. Arc is all about chaining. It's all about lightning, direct attacks, quickness.
Yes.
We're going to take the fantasies that you know and love today. We're going to embellish them. So what you'll see is like all of the new abilities, all the new actions you take, reinforce that to the core.
I just can't wait to play Void 3.0 freaking
Which
Hunter. I don't know what it is, but I'm
the last
excited.
6 to 7 years of just Destiny all together, and really this is starting the road to the final showdown. But things aren't necessarily just dark and light anymore. There's a lot more nuance in the game.
It's going to be
There
a
are
real
so
fight.
many
Players
people
have
in
something
there.
that they're really going to be challenged by.
I love this challenge, but sometimes I
can't
don't.
wait for everyone to find out what's been going on with Savathun. Like, I'm
That
excited.
too. I'm so excited.
You Guardians are so clever.
She's so creepy, but so cool. Well, that laugh
From
though.
the throne world to the campaign to the customizable build crafting, it all comes together to make Destiny feel really new and fresh.
We've got more Destiny coming this year than any other year before. It's one of the most
Yes.
ambitious releases we've ever put together, and the team is firing on all cylinders.
What is that? What was that?
Guardian, what do you think you're going to do?
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Holy freaking crap. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think I even have any more words. I can't wait for February 22nd.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much.